So happy Thursday. Good day for a gratitude practice. So I was just in the kitchen with my mom and dad and my daughter, and we had some cheese fondue. So I guess in the culture that I grew up in, it's kind of a pretty ordinary dish, and I realized that in the culture that I now live in, it's kind of a special thing, right? It's not like you eat fondue on the regular. Whereas where I grew up, it was kind of a pretty ordinary meal. In fact, I'd say like just eating, a bunch of melted cheese with bread. It was a really simple meal. Where I live now, going to eat fondue is like a special occasion. Whereas I think for many farmers or people that just really didn't have all that much. They maybe had some bread, some cheese, and they figured out, okay, let's this is what we're going to do. This is how we turn this into a meal. And I think the same goes for lobster. I think lobster used to be like a really poor person's food. Like nobody else wanted to eat lobster because they were just kind of these weird looking animals, up in the Northeast and Maine and in the Boston area. And then somewhere, somehow, lobster became this kind of fancy thing. Anyway, so the theme for today's practice is sort of gratitude for the simple things and realizing that oftentimes the simple things get turned into really special things, either by others or by society, right? Something gets made special, it becomes more expensive, and ooh la la, that's now it's something fancy. But like in the case of what we just had tonight, we just had some cheese and bread. It really wasn't that fancy, yet there's something special about it. And yeah, the kind of stuff you take pictures of everyone eating their dinner. So anyway, let's go explore this idea of gratitude for simple things for a few moments. So start by closing your eyes. And we can launch right into just gratitude for the simplicity of being able to just sit here, spend a few moments together. In a mechanical or in a technical way, there's really nothing that special or extraordinary about this moment. It's just like many moments we've had before. And yet, if we pay attention to appreciating the simplicity of it, so for me, this is really just about getting together with like minded friends and just spending a few minutes just connecting, just sharing something positive. And so that's how we turn something pretty simple and straightforward into something special and extraordinary. And what makes it special, of course, is not in the thing itself, but it's in our relationship to it. Reminds me of when I was a wilderness guide. I would take people out into the backcountry for weeks at a time. We always had this saying where we said this, the next meal we're about to eat is going to be the best meal that you've ever had. And objectively speaking, the food we were eating was really not that special. But given that we were cold and in the mountains and we were exhausted and tired, it undoubtedly was the best meal that we ever had in that moment. And so the same with this moment right now. How to make this most special, most relevant, most poignant moment. And the answer, of course, is how we hold this moment, how we relate to this moment. It's human nature to take certain things for granted just because we do them a lot or have access to them, such as eating meals, spending time with people, taking showers. Now, these are things we do all the time, so they have a tendency to lose specialness, or we lose an appreciation for them. And so I'm suggesting right now we just take a step back and notice how amazing it is to be able to take a shower at any time of the day. Hot water comes out of the wall, it's clean. You can hang out there for 2 minutes or 20. Same with the food you ate this morning. Maybe it wasn't anything special, and yet there is a way of holding that experience as incredibly special because it was so, relatively speaking, was so easy to acquire and access healthy, safe food to eat. That was not the case and is not the case for many people on the planet today still. Or even the simplicity of having this kind of a call, like just using our phones or our computers or iPads, whatever it might be, and we just push a bunch of buttons and there we are, and we do it day in and day out, and it just works. How easy it is to take all of that for granted. Just remembering that this connection that we all share was not possible probably about 10 or maybe 15 years ago. Yet we get to enjoy this every day that we want. And there's a special kind of skill involved in appreciating the mundane or the ordinary and being able to see it as special and unique and worthy of appreciation and attention. I've known many people who have had so much material wealth, but were frankly just unable to appreciate it. It's almost like they were drowning in it and they were miserable. And I've also known people who have had so little, but felt so incredibly rich. And it really just had everything to do with their attitude, their perspective on what they had versus what they didn't have. So that's the theme for today. Just appreciating the little simple things that we have right now. And take a deep breath in. Slow exhale through the mouth, relaxing the shoulders, the chest, throat. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in. Slow out breath. Really experience the sensation of pushing the air all the way out of the lungs and the belly. Keep going. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your eyes, come on back. Yeah, I think it speaks for itself. So enjoy that cup of coffee. Pay attention to the things that happen all day long, every day, and realize that, yeah, don't take them for granted. So take care, everyone. Hope to see you tomorrow.